Many years ago, in a village called Amope, there lived a young man called Ikechukwu, who came from a poor family. His father Akeze is a palm wine tapper, while the mother Ugomma is a poor farmer. Ikechukwu, being the only child of Akeze and Ugomma, had a hard time growing up due to the poor financial situation at home. They couldn't afford to train him in high institution. Ikechukwu decided to engage in all kinds of menial jobs like farming, bricklaying, and barrow pushing, all to survive and support his family financially. Ikechukwu woke up one morning after having a long thought over the night and decided to set out to the city without no relative or friends to harbor him. But he decided to take that bold step, all to seek for a greener pasture. On arriving in the city of Lagos, he was confused, various thoughts running through his mind. He used his last savings to transport himself to the city and had no extra money to feed. Walking down the road, he said to himself, "Where do I go from here? Who will help me? How did I take such decision without proper thinking?" These were the thoughts going on in Ikechukwu's mind. While walking down the road, he was lost in deep thoughts and didn't realize he was already walking in between the road. Here comes a vehicle that almost ran Ikechukwu over. Luckily for him, the driver sighted him on time and horned to call his attention, then slowed down and parked his vehicle to inquire why a young man like this would be lost in thought without realizing he was practically walking in the middle of the road. Chifego asked, "Young man, what is wrong with you? How did you end up walking in the middle of the road without realizing it? Are you okay?" he asked, looking so concerned. Ikechukwu, who is still traumatized by the incident, startled, "Okay, sir. Just that I was lost in thoughts." Chifego asked, "What is the problem?" Ikechukwu replied, explaining his ordeal about how he came to the town with no particular destination in mind. Chifego asked, "Can you work for me as my gate man? I'm actually in need of one." Ikechukwu replied, "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. You are God sent." And that was how Ikechukwu ended up working for Chifego as his gate man. Chifego, just as his name rightly implies, money is wealth. A man who has successfully made a name for himself in the oil business with multiple investments all around town. He's a known philanthropist and loves to help people in need. He treated Ikechukwu as part of his family, gave him everything he needs to survive, including cash gifts, clothes, multiple times. Ikechukwu was overwhelmed by how successful Chifego is and swam to be like him by all means. This brought about desperation in Ikechukwu. As time goes by, the desperation to be wealthy in Ikechukwu increases, that he couldn't control his drive for wealth anymore. One fateful day, Chifego sent Ikechukwu to go deliver his clothes to laundry guy. On arriving, Ikechukwu met a young man called Emeka. Emeka was also doing well for himself, living a flashy lifestyle. Ikechukwu was initiated at some time with the level of luxury he saw on Ikechukwu's body. starting from his gold wristwatch and chain customized in his name, and the sports car he came with to the laundry shop. Both Emeka and Ikechukwu park at the same parking spot. As soon as Emeka was stepping to the laundry shop, Ikechukwu walked up to him and exchanging pleasantry. Both of them got along and they exchanged numbers. Emeka sat down in his luxurious mansion, relaxing with a bottle of champagne, and a call came in from Ikechukwu. Ike complained so bitterly how life has been so unfair to him, and he desired to make money by all means. Emeka became sensitive about Ikechukwu quest to make money by all means. Emeka told Ikechukwu that he can help him to make money if only he's willing to do what it takes to make money. Ikechukwu, in his excitement, was so grateful and said affirmatively that he would do anything in his power to become like him. They scheduled to meet up the next day to introduce Ikechukwu to his business partner. Unknown to Ikechukwu that he's about to make the worst mistake of his life due to his desire to make money by all means. Emeka took Ikechukwu to a secret temple located in an unfamiliar part of the town. Reaching there, Emeka introduced Ikechukwu to his fellow occultic members, and the Grand Master summoned Ikechukwu and asked him, "Young man, for your quest for riches, you are in the right place, only if you are willing to follow the rules." Ikechukwu affirmatively responded that he is willing to do anything just to become wealthy. The Grand Master further said, "Before the next 7 days, you will be required to sacrifice a 16 years old virgin girl, and your course of wealth will be open." Ikechukwu, shocked at what he heard and wanted to question the Grand Master, but was cut short by Emeka that no one questioned the Grand Master. This gave Ikechukwu sleepless nights, but his drive to become wealthy man made him go into the town in search of 16 years old virgin girl, but all to no avail, until a young girl named Ada, who helps her parents to sell oranges after school hours, came across the house of Chief Ego. Ikechukwu seized the opportunity and captured the young girl, pretending to buy all the oranges she was selling, and lured her into the compound and made her unconscious by making her sniff the handkerchief the Grand Master gave him to hypnotize his victim. Immediately he achieved his aim. He called his friend Emeka, who immediately drove down and took their victim alongside with Ikechukwu to the Grand Master temple, and that was how Ada was used for money ritual. While all this was going on, Chief Ego has been on business trip over a week ago and had no idea of all the events that was going on. On returning from his trip, he was saddled by the letter Ikechukwu dropped for him, notifying him that he's no longer interested in working as a gateman, and thanking him as well. And that was the last contact Chief Ego had with Ikechukwu. After the sacrifice has taken place, Ikechukwu became a wealthy man, starting lavishing money on the cars, clothes and houses, and various luxury. Bought houses both in village and in town. His source of wealth was questioned by his parents, but he lied to them about how a man helps him to secure a business deal in the oil firm. To maintain these riches, Ikechukwu was instructed not to bury Ada. That way, he will remain rich. He had to create a special room for her in his mansion. Not until the spirit of Ada started tormenting Ikechukwu to bury him. That was the end of peace in Ikechukwu's mansion. He tried everything possible to change the spirit of Ada from tormenting him. With the help of Emeka and the grandmaster, but all to no avail. Ikechukwu was left with no option than to follow the directive of the young girl he sacrificed for riches. Ada ghost appeared to Ikechukwu and told him that the only way out of this situation is to locate his family, confess your sin, and conduct burial rites. Ikechukwu did exactly what she told him to do, though the journey wasn't an easy one, but that was the only way out of the quagmire he was facing at that moment. After all that the spirit of Ada was laid to rest, and all the wealth Ikechukwu accumulated gradually vanished, leaving him worse than he was before.
Trust you find this story interesting. Please subscribe to my channel at African Tales by Ifenkli. Like and share with family and friends. Turn on your notification buttons and stay tuned for more interesting and mind blowing stories coming your way next time. Bye.